Crochet Live. Welcome, welcome. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're coming back for a second time, welcome back. And I'm glad you're here. And it is Thursday around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it is not that time, you are watching replay. And we are glad you're here on the replay. So you can ask your questions and leave your comments on the replay just as if you are on the live. I will just be getting back to them when I read them. So welcome in, guys. All right, I am still plugging away on my Viber shawl. I've been working on this for several, maybe weeks now. I don't know, it's going into weeks. But it's in this beautiful colorway called Sphinx from a Karen. No, it's from a Lion brand. Let me get a new one because I'm almost done. This is the first skein and I am almost done with it. Here it is. Yeah, it's a Lion's brand. It's a mandala, so it's not a Karen. It's a Lion's brand. It's a mandala cake and the colorway is Sphinx. I love this colorway. Hello, May. And it is very Southwestern colorway. I love it. Very Western colors, desert colors, very beautiful colorway. So this is the ending of the first skein. So I'm almost done. And I'm getting into this gorgeous brighter blue that I am working on. It's like a darker blue, really pretty. I love all the color changes in this yarn. Hello, Aspen. Layla, hello, how are you? May is here, Layla's here, Aspen is here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys, while you're here, while you're watching. And I cannot believe we are at 30. I'd love to be at 30. We're at 13.7K on my YouTube channel, so I'm so excited. Show are you today? Show are you today? How many plans for the weekend? Hello, no plans for the weekend, just crocheting. Mary, I have no life, I have no plans. I just crochet, that's all I do. Hello, Missy, how are you? Gladys, good morning. I have to ship out Gladys's order when I go to town. Hello, Layla. Hello, Missy. Let me know what you guys are working on. It's another gorgeous, beautiful day here. Okay, so I'm doing the skip stitch, okay. Chain one. All right, I have to count here. Doing a Viber shawl, no problem. I am doing good. Oh, how are you today? Yes, I was like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. I know. Sometimes I can read through the type, the spell correction typos, and then sometimes I'm confused myself. Most of the time, I just think, okay, if I type that, what was I trying to get across? Hello, Lakeside Stitch. Welcome in. Okay, Lakeside. What lake are you beside? Are you by a lake? It sounds like you are. Let me know. So next summer, hopefully, I will be in Maine and I will be at the lake, on the dock, by the water, where you guys first found me. That's where I first started doing my lives, was by the lake in Maine, and I hope to get back there one day. Okay, so what am I doing? All right, I gotta get my brain wrapped around what am I doing? I have been working on this pattern here, and I have finished it, and I sent it to my 2 testers, and they are looking it over, and I figured out how to do something new. Hello, Donna. I figured out how to make a Canva doc, which I HATE Canva docs. It's like Word, and I HATE using Word. Word is the worst program ever. I love Canva, but anyway. Oh, Saratoga. Oh, I've been there. I haven't been to that lake, but we drive through there. When we drive through, I'm in Utah. So when we drive through Utah to Maine, we always go through Saratoga. Yes, gorgeous country up there. Beautiful. So what was I saying? Oh, so I figured out how to make my pattern in not a Canva doc, a Google doc, and put all kinds of pictures in there, and I have that finished, and my testers are testing it, and I figured out how to make a PDF for my Etsy shop. So when you purchase the pattern, you're going to get a PDF, and in that PDF, I'm pointing to a link, and you click on the link in the PDF, and it takes you right to the Google Doc with all the pictures, and that way I can have pictures in my patterns. So I'm so excited. Oh, a garage sale with several neighbors. Nice. Yeah, don't be nervous. That's so fun. Are you going to be shopping your neighbor's stuff? I think that would happen to me. I would be like, "Ooh, what do you have? What do you have?" Look for any swung vases. Maybe somebody has a swung vase. How many people here love to antique and thrift? Me and my husband love to go antiquing. And you've probably seen, if you've watched my videos, you've probably seen my living room or my kitchen. And you have seen my antique vases, my vintage swung vases. I love to antique and collect those. Okay, something is not right here. So how many of you love to go antiquing or garage sailing? We found swung vases at garage sales. It is so fun. I love buying old stuff rather than new stuff. Oh wow, that sounds fun. You love to antique, yes. And you're in New York. You have so many cool things in New York to antique. We usually go through sort of Niagara Falls area also, and there's a huge antique store. I'm almost thinking it's in Seneca. Does that sound familiar? Oh, the bug people are here. Oh, guys, I'm gonna be right back. The bug person is here and he's knocking at my doorbell. I'll be right back. Hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry to have to leave you hanging here. I hope you are entertaining yourself. Hello, how are you? What blanket? So I'm not working on a blanket right now. I'm working on a virus shawl. I haven't started my blankets. That's sort of a winter thing. I'm working on this virus shawl here for Donna, still plugging away at it. The bug guy is here to spray the outside. Hopefully it'll get rid of the bugs that are outside, and that will get rid of the TOAD that's been hanging around. Hello everybody, welcome in. Yes, this is the fire shawl. I love working on these. It's kind of like a no-brainer. You just go on autopilot and keep working on it. So what are you guys working on? Let me know. What exciting projects have you got going? Anybody working on anything brand new? I can't wait to release my pattern. And today I'm going to be making a tutorial for my poncho. So I'm looking forward to that. Hello, thank you, Isabizwa. Thank you. Okay, all right, so I'm working on one of the edges. Let's see if I can get to the other edge here. Hello, Enid. Is it Enid? No, it's a environmentally friendly something. So it doesn't affect the birds. What it does is the bugs can't grow bigger on their shell, and it doesn't affect anything else. Just affects the bugs. Hello, yeah, so I'm gonna be making that hopefully today when I come back from my daughter. She's coming down today, and when I get back from that, I'm gonna come into the casita and start it. I'm going to have to probably start it today and maybe finish it tomorrow because it takes a while to do this. So it's not a super quick project. You know, they do take a while to make them. So I'm gonna have to do it like in parts, but I'm excited to get that tutorial up and then releasing the pattern. So it's fun to have new patterns. Thank you. Look forward to it, yes. And then I'm also working on making a regular poncho that you do, like you do the neck and then you just keep going. I'm making a summer version of that too, so that's coming. Always something new, always something new. That's the fun thing about crochet is that there's always something new around the corner that we can learn. Right? And you can mix old things with new things. You can get an old granny square and just turn it into a blanket or a poncho or something like that. You can just look at something and get inspired and think, oh, what if I made that into a top? I've got all kinds of ideas floating around in my head. What I need to do is sort of, when I get a new idea, sketch it out, because sometimes I'll have all these great ideas and then I'll just get busy with other things and then I'll forget. No, I don't. No. Did she make a poncho for coming out of prison? Seems to me now that you say that, I'm remembering it, but I cannot remember what it looked like at all. What stitch will your poncho be? Whatever this is. This is like the third, fourth attempt of making a poncho in doing stitches, making up stitches, and I just created it. I don't even know what it is. Who knows? But it's going to be a, oh, her friend did. Oh, really? Oh, you're on day 3 of the star blanket. How's it going? Are you using the Betty McKnit, or is that her name? How easy is that? I was so tempted when I was at Joann's to buy the furry yarn, those cakes that were sort of like furry. I think they're like cloud cakes or something like that, and make a star blanket. And I should have bought the yarn when they had more colors, because they had pink, blue, green. I don't know if they had purple. And I'm like, no, the price was still too high. And by the time that the price went down on that cake, they only had one color, and I think they only had green. And I didn't want to do it all in green. I wanted like the different colors, and I didn't get it. Yeah, very easy. Oh, nice. Yeah, most things are very, very easy, and they just have a nice finish to them. Oh, nice. Awesome. Karen, perfect phasing. Colorama Halo? I don't even know if I've seen that. Nene, what are you working on today? I think you have some spam people. Thank you. All right. I put some people in timeout. All right. And it is getting hot. I don't know about anybody else, but it's getting really hot in the Southwest here. It's been hitting 100 in my backyard, usually at around 9:30. When the sun is hitting my backyard, it's already 100 degrees back there. So it's getting hot. All right, this is what I have left of my first skein. So there's not much left to it. I'm almost done. And then I will be starting another skein. Hello, Lindsay. Oh, a granny square blanket for your brother. Nice. Joanna, welcome in. So, Nini, what are you doing like a giant square that gets bigger and bigger and bigger? Lindsay, what are you working on? But I'm anxious to keep pumping out these patterns. I like doing patterns. I love it when I hear the cha-ching and it's a pattern and I don't have to wrap anything, ship anything, make anything. It's just the work is done. So how many of you create patterns, or how many of you want to create patterns? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Working on the shawl that you are making, and I'm going to do some coasters for your house, yeah, and placemats. Nice. I'm going round and round. Yep. Boiling here. Yes, 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 Donna. Yeah, it's getting hot here too. It's been, like I said, at 9:30 in the morning, it will be 100 degrees in the backyard at 9:30. It's getting hot. Yeah, to create patterns, yeah, you just got to start, easy, and start with something easy and then get your, get used to like creating stuff. And I never did patterns. I was like very intimidated to do patterns. And then I kept creating different things that I'm like, people kept wanting patterns. And it's like, I'd usually send them to the next best thing. I'd look through like YouTube or wherever, and I'd say, okay, that's close enough. Go look at go see their pattern. Go try that one. And then I'm like, why am I sending people somewhere else? If I am taking the work and, working on multiples and testing and trying and failing and trying and failing and doing different multiples and finally getting it and working a pattern and working on all the size ranges, why am I sending people somewhere else? Why don't I start creating my patterns and writing my patterns? And that's how it all sort of started. Nice. Oh, rainbow. Yes, use rainbow by Big Twist. Nice. 66 in the Twin Cities. Oh, nice. I like 66. That's a nice temperature. I like between 65 and 75. That's my range. I have a 10-degree range, and that's right in there. I don't know anybody else, but I am stuck with that flower song in my head. That's all I see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All of the platforms have that flower song. Is anybody else like singing that in their sleep? Yes, it is. But the more that you read the patterns, Lindsay, once you get the hang of it, then it's like, it's easy. So the commas are always like then, next, then, something like that. A comma is what you're doing in the next stitch. And then the asterisks, you are grouping things together, or brackets are grouping things together. Usually brackets are grouping larger things together. And you've just got to start reading them. It's really helpful if you watch YouTube videos with people doing a tutorial and they have written sort of the instructions in the captions. Then you can read the directions and then you can see what they're doing. And that sort of puts your mind into, okay, This is what the pattern says, and this is what they're doing. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, you live in Maine. Why did you, oh, you love Maine. Why did you leave? My husband, we sold our house. Yeah, we sold the camp that we were at. We had a place on the lake and it was kind of sandwiched between, it was a narrow piece of property that we bought. And when we first bought the property, the neighbors were very quiet and were hardly ever there. And there was lots of trees between us and the neighbors. And slowly the winter storms were knocking down the trees. Like every time we would get there in spring, we would see that there's more trees and more trees had fallen over the winter. Sorry if I'm a little crooked, but my phone is so, and then we had new neighbors and they were kind of, you know, just loud. They had lots of families coming and going and just loud and just huge groups of kids and people, and they were having a great time. But we were used to just the peace and the quiet, you know, our little quiet getaway in the woods with nobody. And then all of a sudden there's these big parties and fireworks on the weekends right beside us, you know, every single weekend. And it just got a little too hectic. So we ended up purchasing on the same lake. We purchased a larger, more secluded piece of property. The hummingbird is still there. And so we were in the process of building. So I've just got to wait until he builds a new place. That's exactly why I loved your tutorial of the shawl. Yes. Yeah, so when I do this tutorial, I'm going to work you through all of that too. So, but it's just going to take a long time because just like the virus shawl, when I'm doing the tutorial for the virus shawl, it's a long project that you can't just do in an hour or so. So I'm going to have to break it up. I'm going to have to show you how to do it, and then I'll probably say, okay, I'll get you through a few rows, and then I'll say I'll meet you at the end, and then I'll sort of skip ahead to up here. I'll have to come back and and then I'll say, okay, I'll do another one, and then it's not going to be a multi-part video, but it's going to be I'm going to have to make it over a day or so of working on it because I just can't pump it out in an hour because it's not a huge project, but just like these virus shawls, it just takes time. It just takes time to do it. I am not going to be going there, no. Yeah, so we will be back in Maine. My husband's there right now, so he's starting to build the new place. But it's just taking a lot longer than we thought with the economy, with people working and getting contractors. It's just slow going. So eventually I will be back there. Once there's a place, you know, that's comfortable for me, then I will be back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't want to leave my air conditioning, my TV, my Wi-Fi, my computer, my casita, all of my stuff. I don't want to leave here and go rough it when there's no house. I don't want to be in a camper or hut garage just while he's trying to build a house. There's no reason for me to be there. So when there's a house and I can be comfortable, then I'll be back there. For those of you who watch my TikTok lives, my husband popped on to my TikTok live and he tried to actually go live and show everybody what he was doing, but I don't think he has enough followers on his TikTok account. So all you could do was hear him, but he was there and he was in the woods and he was doing something. He was working on something. Yeah, I want to be comfortable. So I think it was the year after we sold our place, he bought a camper and I went there and I think I spent a month in the camper. And the camper had, did it have no AC? The camper was so hot. Oh, the AC wasn't working. The AC was not working in the camper and it was so hot. It was over 80 degrees in the camper. And that might be fine if you're younger and you're not in menopause, but once you get into menopause and you have hot flashes, you can't be in, you know, hot weather. I was sweating, my hands were sweating, and nights were so unbearable. And I would sleep with the windows open and it would literally get in the 50s at night. And I would leave all the windows open because it was just great. I was like, oh, this is so great. And my poor husband was like wearing a long sleeve and long pants, pajamas, and he was so cold at night. And I was I was just miserable because I had hot flashes and night sweats and all of that. So it was really hard. And so I'm like, I'll just come back when there's a house and it'll be more comfortable. A meetup in the Northeast? No, there's no plans for a meetup. Hello, April. I am doing good. So I just finished my bunny ears here. It's coming. It's coming. It's slowly coming. I'm still on skein number 1. So I have a lot, still a ways to go. This is skein number 1. I'm almost done with it. And then I'll start skein number 2. And this is for Donna, who is 6 feet. So it's going to be, you know, a larger one. And usually my larger ones, I use 2 entire cakes. So I still have one more huge cake to go through. Or not a huge cake, but one entire whole cake to work through. So I am maybe halfway. As it gets bigger, it gets wider, and then it gets longer. You know, it gets longer to go across. Just like anything else, if you're working on like a hexagon cardigan or a granny square blanket, the first few rows you think, oh, this is so quick. This is going to be so quick. And then as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it gets slower and slower and slower. Or a star blanket, when you get to the outside edge, it's probably going to take, you know, it could take over an hour to get around, just one. Hello, this is Lion's Brand. This is in the colorway Sphinx. And it is a mandala. It's a Lion's Brand. If you're in the States, usually you can pick this up at Walmart or Michael's, I believe. Michael's a Walmart. Or, you know, it used to be probably Joann's, but so you can get this usually. Oh, no problem. I have made them for people over 6 feet tall, so that's no problem. I think it was, I can't remember what her first name is, but I don't think it's Barbara in Louisiana, but it's somebody else in Louisiana. She ordered one and she's over 6 feet tall. And I almost think she was getting this colorway. I almost think it was this colorway or something similar. And I remember I was in Maine and I was making it for her and she kept wanting it longer and longer and longer and longer. And I'm like, okay. And it was super long and beautiful. It was so pretty, so pretty. I just keep going until it's long enough. Thank you. Yeah, I love these colors. Aren't they beautiful? I just love these colors. I made a shawl like this when I very first started making the virus shawl, probably back in like 2016. I started making virus shawls or was it before? I can't remember if it was before or after 2016. I definitely know that I was making them in 2016 for sure, because I was giving them to the ladies in the community and we had moved here in 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, these virus shells, they do take some time. Yep, so usually I save these for working on my live, because when I'm working on my live, it's very hard to do something that is very intricate. Like I have to like make sure I'm doing it right, because I'm talking, I'm reading, I'm trying to answer questions. And so I need to do something that's sort of autopilot, that I can sort of look at and not worry about what I'm doing. But you will see me counting, because I've got to make sure that I count. But if I am doing something that's super like complicated, it's so hard, because I have to constantly be looking at the screen and reading and answering questions and all of that, and I don't want to like mess up and waste my time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I just keep plugging away. Nice. So I'm using Sphinx. Sandra, this is the mandala cake in Lion's Brand, and you can get this at Walmart or Michael's. And this is Sphinx. Very, very beautiful colorway. Lots of Southwestern colors in here. This is just a beautiful colorway, especially for fall. So pretty. And I'm just plugging away at it. My daughter's coming down today, So I'm going to be going out with her. The hummingbird is still in its nest and no sign of babies. And once I get back from going out with my daughter today, I'm going to come in here and start a tutorial and work on that. But the virus shawls are so fun to make because you can just do them in any color, any size. You could do it with fringe, without fringe. Donna is not wanting fringe on hers, so I will not have to do the fringe. And sometimes doing a fringe takes hours. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, when they're big, big, big ones. And I like using the yarn cakes because they're just a little bit thinner, even though they say, okay, so this is in number 3, so they're just a little bit thinner. So they have more of a drape to them. So when you're working on like a shawl or a poncho or a top or something, it's nice to use a yarn that has some drape, and that way it has a nice flow to it. I have made these in regular 4-weight yarn and they look beautiful too, but there's just something about the thinner yarn that just looks a little bit more flowy. Yeah, this is a beautiful colorway. And I just love all the color changes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I like using the variegated yarns for, or I guess they're called variegated yarns. Yeah, I like using the yarns that have a long color change, and that way they just flow. And if you try to replicate that, it just does not look the same. I have tried to replicate a variegated look using different yarns, and you almost have to like stop and start them in weird places to make them look organic and not just like striped. Yeah, it just looks, yeah, it looks really beautiful. Some colors you just have to try and use it and see how it turns out. I have used this yarn many times. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful shawl, it really does. Whoop, did you see my little, look, this is what's left. Yeah, it has a nice flow to it when it's the number 3 yarn. And it's not as hot too. And plus this design is very open work. And then I like to use a 7. I don't like the virus shawls that are really tight. I don't like that look. I like a nice flowy look. Oh, I'm getting to the other side, so I have made some progress. It's flowing. My tail is flying here. This is all I have left of the first skein, and then I gotta go to the second one. So my daughter Lily is coming down today. We gotta go into town. It's going to be so hot. I'm dreading the summertime here. I like fall and spring. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's why we're usually not here in the summer. We're usually in Maine, but I won't be there until there's a place. How's your weather? It is hot. It's getting really hot. How's Idaho? It's getting hot here. Like my backyard, Salem, at 9:30 in the morning will be 100 degrees in the back in the sun. So it is getting hot. And I'm not going on walks in the evening because I'm petrified of seeing the big T. So I'm just closing my blinds really early and just hunkering inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm just about done this first skein. Yeah, it is getting hot here. Hello, Kim. How are you? Lalisa, hello. Love your work. Thank you so much. Pam, hello. Yeah, it's getting hotter. That's for sure. Summer is coming. And then I'll just be staying inside the AC. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm almost out of my first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Donna. Hello, Donna in Virginia. Is it getting hot in Virginia? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I sent you an email, Donna. Did you see the email? And were you able to click on the link to get to my Google Drive? It does. You never know what yarn is going to look like until you use it. Sometimes you're pleasantly surprised, and then other times you're like, I don't like this. Usually when the color changes are longer, that's when it's pretty. Oh, good. Good. Yay. So I figured out how to do that. I'm so excited. Yeah, my first attempt failed because I didn't choose public to everyone or everybody with the link can see it. And so I had to change something, and then I got it to work, and I'm like, yes, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, all right. So usually I pull from the outside, but I sort of want the colorway that's coming in from the center. Let me see if I can grab that center, because I want that center color. Yeah, I want that center color. Let's see. Only like using variegated yarns. Yeah, I love variegated yarns. Yeah, no problem, no hurry. No hurry at all. All right, now I gotta get to the center. Oh, there it is right there. I got it. I found it. All right, hopefully that will not turn into a tangled mess. I love variegated yarn. It's really pretty. I'm on a mission to use up my variegated yarns because I tend to buy them because they're so pretty, and then I don't have a plan with them, and they sort of sit in my stash. Okay, I'm doing it right. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm using up my Karen cakes. I'm using up my mandala cakes. I'm just working through my variegated yarns. I'm on a mission to use up my stash this year and not buy as much yarn. Could never pull from the center. Yeah, Nini, I'm really hoping that it doesn't get tangled, but I wanted those colors because those are the colors that it sort of started with. If I'd have used the outside, it would have been the same colors that I was just using, and I wanted to get that different colorway. I wanted the color to start from the beginning again. Hello from Georgia. Hello, Melissa. How are you? Working on my shrug. Oh, you've made 3. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And you said are you the one that said you sold them right away too? All right. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you never know how they do the colors. And I wanted the colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would have been nice if the colors from the outside were sort of the same exact of what I needed, but I needed it to start from the center to go and have see how I'm starting with the light blue again. The outside was going to be like the same color that I was using going backwards, so it would have looked kind of weird. It would have probably been fine, but I'm trying to get a consistent colorway, and for some reason when they wound it, the color that I needed was way in the center. So hopefully it won't turn into a big tangled mess. I'm done with the squares. Now I'm putting it together. Nice. You're making my top. Hello. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? How are things going? Yeah, sometimes when you use these long color changes, you'll get the next skein will be exactly the same color you're using. And then it's like weird. So you've got to like color control. I'm doing color control right now. See, I wanted that break. I didn't want to go into that dark color right again. Best way to make fringe. So it's really easy to make fringe. You just find something to wrap around your yarn. It could be a book, could be a CD case, a book, a box, anything, a piece of cardboard, anything that is around 12 inches long, and you just wrap it around, cut it, loop it in. Really easy. I have a couple different tutorials. I have a tutorial specifically on adding fringe to your crochet project on my YouTube channel, so it's there. Very good. Hello, working on an Attic 24 blanket. Oh, what is that? Oh, with a baby fawn. Oh, your little baby fawn is outside with you. That must be so idyllic. Okay, speaking of a little baby fawn, I was making up sets of stitch markers, and they were the cutest, there was the cutest little teeny tiny little fawn in here. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it in here, but it was the teeniest, tiniest little thing. I know I'm probably never gonna find it in here. It would be a miracle if I found that in here. There was just the most tiniest. Oh, I hadn't even seen this one. Look at this kitty, or I think he's a kitty. He's got a hanging tail. There was the most tiniest little fawn in here, a little deer. Is there any way I'm gonna find him? Let me try to put this on the, let me switch the view around for you guys. I'm gonna switch the view around. I'm gonna dig around to find him because he was just the cutest little thing. Okay, and I think that giant lizard's back. Let me get out of the sun here so I can see. See if I can find him. He was so cute. was so tiny. Here's a tiny little poodle. Where are you? Probably not gonna find him. It was the sweetest little thing. It's like finding a needle in a haystack now. I'm hoping he's gonna pop up. Here's a little tiny rocking horse. Teeny tiny rocking horse. Would love to find him. He's a teeny tiny little cactus. Come on, where are you? Teeny tiny little fawn. If I find him again, I'm gonna put him to the side. Oh, look at this fish. That is so cute. There are stitch markers in here I don't even remember seeing. Come on, little tiny fawn, where are you? Purple kitty. Tiny little bee. Cow. I know, he's probably long gone. Darn. Fox. I'm probably never gonna find him in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up. He is probably long gone, but he was the sweetest, tiniest little, just the tiniest little deer. I hope I come across him. If I am digging around in here and I find him, I'm going to set him aside to show you because he was so adorable. I just don't know where he went to. He's in here somewhere. Who knows where he is now? He's probably long gone. No Hello Kitties in here, yeah. I try to stay away from anything that could get me in trouble. And if you're doing like trademark stuff, you can get in trouble for sure. They can come after you. Oh, I thought that was a different little thing. I don't know where he went, darn it. He's in here somewhere. If I see him next time, I'm going to grab him and sort of put him off to the side. I don't know where he is in here. I give up. Let me put you back on the... All right, so let me turn the camera around. I tried to find him. He was just so teeny. It was a tiny little cute little fawn. And he was just so sweet and cute. And now he's in the mix. he's lost somewhere. He will get in somebody's scoop. Somebody will end up getting him. Or if I come across him, I'm going to put him to the side so I can show you guys because he was so sweet. He must have been in the Christmas markers that I got. Yeah, I sell those, Sandra. So I sell little kits. I just put a little kit together this morning of little bees and little flowers and little strawberries. So this is going to be a set that I'm going to have, has little bees, flowers, and strawberries. They're fun. I have not done a lot of amigurumi. I made this guy. I made this guy here, and I made an orange one that's sort of back behind there, and that's all I've done. Let me spin my disco ball here. That I've just done those two, but I am thinking I want to try to make an easy oxalato. So I've got to find a pattern for just a really simple oxalato and try that, because I think oxalatos are so cute. Really want to try that. Or a cat. I've done the big cats, but I want to make maybe a teeny cat, a little tiny one. I think those would be good sellers at markets. People can see them and pick them and buy them, but I don't do markets. So selling on Etsy, there's so many, there's just so many. It's just oversaturated with amigurumi. Oh, nice. Really? You had two fawns cross in front of you while biking? Nice. A star pouch. Nice. Nice. Is it Casey? Casa? I love the mushrooms. Yes. I made a mini great white shark this morning. Sea things are so popular. Haven't you noticed that there's so many like trouts, fish, starfish, sea fish? Like there's so many underwater sea creatures that people are making. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they are. They're very popular. Not from Europe. If you're not from Europe. Okay, so what is the like pronunciation of it? Is it Kessa? Kesa? Kessa? Am I saying it totally wrong? Hello, welcome in. Loveth, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And guys, we have hit 13.7K. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe I'm 13.7K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe we will hit 14K, which was my goal by this weekend. Maybe when I make my vlog, we will have hit by Saturday. I'm hoping to hit 14K. I think it's doable, definitely doable. When I went to bed last night, it was 13.5 and now it's 13.7. So I gained 200 followers overnight. So it's definitely doable that I can hit 14K by Saturday. I'm hoping. Hard to write, but Kaja? Kaja? I don't think I do understand. Kaja? 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 Is that close? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is anybody from Europe that knows a better way to pronounce that? And welcome, my Europe friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the light blue and the dark blue. That's so pretty. I love those colors. Oh, you have? Didn't use a pattern, just winged it. Yeah, I love winging things. That's the best when you wing things. I've looked at a few patterns and I haven't decided which one I'm gonna make. I don't know if I think I want to make one that's like this, the easiest, like the super Super easy, easy, easy one. Hello, Donna. Oh, what are you and Lily doing? Oh, okay. She needs groceries, so I'm hoping to just go to the grocery store with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I almost want to pop into Joann's because I think they're closing. Is today the 29th? I think they're closing tomorrow. I think tomorrow's their last day. So everything should be like 80% off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we might pop into Joann's. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. It's the virus shawl. Yeah, I have not done a virus blanket. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we might pop into Joann's, but neither one of us have a lot of staying power. We both get tuckered out. I have, Janet. Yeah, I have thought of going on in the evening, but that's usually like my TV time. That's like my relax watching TV time, but I have thought of that. So maybe I might switch out one of these days, and instead of doing like a 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, I might go on it like from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9 or something like that. I've got to figure that out. But usually by that time, I'm like so exhausted and I'm vegging out and I'm watching something good on TV. You know, when you get into that TV nighttime routine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you just want to like, you're watching a show. I'm watching Sirens right now. So I have my list that you guys gave me from TikTok yesterday, and I've started right at the top, and the first one was Sirens, so I'm watching Sirens on Netflix. Oh, and yesterday I saw who the Bachelorette from Australia, the first one, picked. No, it wasn't the first one. It wasn't the first Bachelor. Yeah, well, maybe the first one from Australia. Anyway, the young girl, and I can't even remember what her name was. What was her name? Anyway, I can't remember, but I saw who she picked. And it was so heartbreaking for the guy that she had let down. Those final two are so invested, and to let one of them down. I mean, if that was the only one they were dating, they would have been a perfect couple, but there's two. And then she's got to eliminate one right at the last minute, and it was just so heart-wrenching. It was awful to watch. Yeah, so I just started it last night. Okay, so the girl, the main character, the little blonde girl, was she what was she in? Because she looks so familiar, but I can't like place what she's been in. Yeah. My store I think is closing. Is today the 29th? I think they're closing tomorrow. So I can order it. What? Hello, Lady Crochet. Then let's get it out there so I can order it. What, Gladys? My friend went the other day and she said everything is so cheap. It's almost like they are paying you to. I know, I know. Right now it is 11:55, so it's almost noontime right here. And let's see. Hmm. Gladys, what are you wanting to order? What are you wanting to order, Gladys? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's almost noontime for me. In 5 minutes, it'll be noon. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I go on from 11 to noon. I used to go on at 10 a.m. my time, but I've been sleeping in later and I was just rushing. And then I used to do a late night live, especially on TikTok, where I can play music, and I would just sit on my bed and just sing. Like I would put on my music on YouTube and I would just sing the whole time. Just belt out the songs when I was crocheting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I just started watching shows and getting invested in movies and stuff. Lady Crochet, you're in the Netherlands? Gladys had me beat. I'm catching up. What is Gladys wanting now? What are you wanting, Gladys? What is it? Is it this that you're looking for? The one with the little bees and the fruit and the flowers? Is it that? Oh, you're in Sweden? Nice. Gladys has ordered. I have 40 orders from 40 orders from Washington, and I'm sure most of them are all Gladys. For sure. It seems like I'm constantly, Gladys's name is on my sign. And when I made her order yesterday, I didn't even have to change the sign. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is anybody here from Switzerland? We went to Interlaken, Switzerland, and I know I'm not probably saying that town right, but it was so beautiful in Interlaken. We were there in, I want to say the fall in October, and they were parading their cows through the town. And they all had bells on and bows and flowers. And they were so beautiful. They were so pretty. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was just the prettiest thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like a huge cow parade. It was so gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. The hardest thing about the virus shawl is you just need to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to count. Like everything you do, you need to count and double count. Remember when you were in school and you thought, I'm never going to use math later in life? In crochet, you use math. You do use math in crochet. Not hard math, but you do use math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, especially if you're doing multiples. Like if you're doing multiples of 3, 2, 4, 5, whatever it is, and then plus your turning chain, there's math. So we are using our education, guys. Those of you who went to education, I got a degree in, I got an Associates of Science in Business Administration or something like that. So I am using my math. Probably not the algebra that I had to learn. There's no A to the A's times B's equals, there's no mystery number, but you are doing multiples. Hello, Gabby. Hello, Gabby. How are you? Jane, hello. Kaplan's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all of my patterns are very simple, very easy. I do nothing complicated, that's for sure. I don't need any more complication in my life. I just need simple, easy things. And you can make anything like this fiber shawl. Look how gorgeous this is. All you use are chains, single crochet, double crochet, chains, slip stitches, that's it. That is it. When I first saw this, I thought there's no way I could do this, and it's just so easy. Have a great day. Have a great day, Rebecca. Yeah, it's noontime, so I gotta get off too. My daughter is on her way. Settle on a name for your possum. Well, I think I'm gonna call him Steven because Steven Tyler. Donna reminded me that we could just call him, like Steven Tyler. I think he's gonna be Steven. I was gonna call him something with a P name, but he just might be called Steven. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should he be called Steven or something with a P? I'm not sure. Hello, Brian. Welcome in. Anyway, so cute. And I don't know if she I think she's got like a wire or something in here. I think she's got something to make him keep his little bend here. Anyway, so cute. I need to make a video and tag the enchanted hook because she doesn't even know that I've been showing him off here. What do you guys think? Do you think he should be called Steven or Peggy? Peggy or Paula with a P. Yeah, Steven's hanging around. Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking a P, and he's He's got some heft to him. She really stuffed him really, really, really good. He's really cute. He's so cute. He is really cute. Have you guys, Peggy? Peggy's cute. Pita, yeah, Pita, Peggy. There's so many cute names. So I don't know if I've decided or not, but he is cute. He's just adorable. Anyway, I've got to go, guys. My daughter just texted me here. So have a great day, guys. Have an awesome day, and I will see you Tuesday. I'll see you next week, and let's hope we get to 14K. So make sure you hit those likes. When you're watching my videos, hit those likes. Peta, yeah, from Hunger Games, yes. You're using your dad's phone. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.